Could we give him an extra measure vote today?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that? I am home to no one.
Yes, ma'am.
You shall see, Nikolai, how I can love and forgive. My love will only die with me when my poor heart stops beating. And aren't you ashamed? I have been a good true wife. I have imprisoned myself, and I still stay true until death. And you're not ashamed, my dear monster. You quarreled with me, left me alone for months.
Oh, madam, someone is asking for you, insists on seeing you.
You told him that since my husband's death, I received no one?
I said so, but he won't listen.
I received no one.
I told him that, but he's a wild man. He swore and pushed himself into the room. He's in the dining room now.
Good, show him in, impudent. Oh, what a bore people are. What do they want with me? Why do they insist on disturbing my rest? Yes, it is clear I sent you a convent. Yes, a convent.
Fool! You make too much noise! You're an ass! Madam, I have the honor to introduce myself. Lieutenant in the artillery, retired country gentleman, Gregory Stepanovich Smirnov. I'm compelled to bother you about an exceedingly important matter.
What is it you wish?
Your deceased husband, with whom I have the honor to be acquainted, left me 2 notes, amounting to about 1,200 rubles. Inasmuch as I have to pay the interest tomorrow on a loan from the Hungarian bank, I should like to request that you pay me the money today.
1,200? And for what was my husband indebted to you?
He bought notes from me.
Don't forget to give Toby an extra measure of votes. If Nikolai Mikhailovich is indebted to you, I shall of course pay you, but I'm sorry, I haven't the money today. Tomorrow my manager returns from town, and I shall notify him to pay you what is due you. But until then, I cannot satisfy your request. Furthermore, today is just 7 months in death of my husband, and I am not in the mood to discuss money matters.
And I am in the mood to fly up the chimney with my feet in the air if I can't lay my hands on the money tomorrow. They'll seize my estate.
Day after tomorrow, you receive the money.
I can't wait until day after tomorrow. I need it today.
I'm sorry, I can't pay you today.
And I can't wait until day after tomorrow.
But what can I do if I haven't it?
So you can't pay?
I cannot.
Is that your last word?
My last.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And they expect me to stand for all that. Just now the toll gatherer met me in the middle of the road and asked why I was always worrying. Why in heaven's name shouldn't I worry? I need money. I feel the knife at my throat. Yesterday morning I woke up in the early dawn and called on all of my debtors. If even one of them had paid his debt, I worked the skin off my fingers. The devil knows what sort of Jew-in I slept in the room with a barrel of brandy. And now, at last I come here, 71st from home, hope for a little money, and all you give me is moods. Why shouldn't I worry?
Told you that manager returned from town, and then you will get your money.
I did not come to see the manager, I came to see you. What the devil, pardon the language, do I care for your manager?
Really, sir? I'm not in the mood to discuss money matters, and I cannot stand your manners nor your language. I shan't listen to you any further.
What can one say to that? Moods! 7 months since her husband died. Do I have to pay the interest tomorrow or not? I repeat the question, do I have to pay the interest tomorrow or not? The husband is dead and all that. The manager is... The devil is then traveling somewhere. Now tell me, what am I to do? Shall I run away from my creditors in a balloon? Or knock my head against a stone wall? I choose to call on Grissom, who chooses to be not at home. Eroshevich has simply hidden himself. I have quarreled with Curzon and came near throwing him out the window. Mustov is ill and someone has moods. Not one of them will pay up. And all because I've spoiled them because I'm an old whiner dish rag. I'm too tender-hearted with them. But I will allow no one to play tricks with me, the devil with them all. I will sit here and not budge until she pays. I'm angry, I'm terribly angry. Pretending to tremble with anger and I can hardly breathe. I'm even growing ill. Servant!
What is it you wish?
Bring me kvass or water. Well, what can we do? She hasn't it on hand. What sort of logic is that? A fellow stands with a knife at his throat. He needs money. He is on the point of hanging himself, and she won't pay because she's not in the mood to discuss money matters. Women's logic. This is why I've never liked to talk to a woman, why I dislike doing it now. I'd rather sit in a powder barrel than talk to a woman. As cold as ice, this affair is going to be so angry. And you'll see such a romantic creature from a distance that I get so mad I have cramps in my calves. It's enough to make me want to yell for help.
Madam is ill and is not receiving.
March! Ill and isn't receiving! All right, it isn't necessary. I won't receive either. I will sit here and not budge until she pays. If you are ill a week, I will sit here a week. If you are ill a year, I'll sit here a year. You don't disturb me with your mourning or with your dimples. We know these dimples. Simon, unharness. We aren't going to be leaving right away. I'm going to stay here. Tell them in the stables to give the horses some oats. The left horse has twisted its bridle again. It's awful. Unbearable heat. No money. Didn't sleep last night, and now morning just with moods. My head aches. Perhaps I have a drink. Yes, a drink. Servant!
What do you want?
Something to drink. Fine figure, no use denying that. Dust, dirty boots, unwashed, uncombed, straw on my vest. Lady will make me for a highwayman. It was a little rude to come into a reception chamber with such clothes. Oh well, no harm done. I'm not here as a guest. I'm a creditor, and there is no special costume for creditors.
You take great liberty, sir.
What? Who are you talking to? Keep quiet!
Nice mess. This fellow won't leave.
Lord, how angry I am. Angry to throw mud at the whole world. I even feel ill. Servant!
Sir, in my solitude, I've become unaccustomed to these movements, and I cannot stand the sound while talking. I beg you, please, to cease disturbing my rest.
Pay me my money and I'll leave.
Told you once plainly, in your native tongue, that I haven't the money in hand. Wait until day after tomorrow.
And I also have the honor of informing you in your native tongue that I need the money not today after tomorrow, but today. If you don't give me my money today, I shall have to hang myself tomorrow.
But what can I do if I haven't the money?
So you're not going to pay immediately? You're not?
I cannot.
Then I'll sit here until I get my money. You'll pay day after tomorrow? Excellent. Here I sit until day after tomorrow. I ask you, do I have to pay the interest tomorrow or not? Or do you think I'm joking?
Sir, this is not a stable. Do not scream.
I'm not talking about stables! I'm asking you whether I have to pay the interest tomorrow or not!
You have no idea how to treat a lady.
Oh, yes, I have.
No, you have not. You're an ill-bred, vulgar person. Respectable people don't speak so to ladies.
How remarkable. How do you want me to speak to you? In French, perhaps? Madame, je vous prie, pardon me if I disturb you. What beautiful weather we're having, and how this morning becomes you.
Not at all funny. I think vulgar.
Not at all funny. Vulgar. I don't understand how to behave in the company of ladies. Madam, in the course of my life, I have seen more women than you have sparrows. 3 times have I fought duels for women. 12 I jilted, and 9 jilted me. There was a time when I played the fool, used honeyed language, bowed and scraped. I loved, suffered, sighed to the moon, melted in love's torments. I loved passionately, loved to madness, loved in every key. Shuddered like a magpie in emancipation, sacrificed half my fortune to the tender passion, until now the devil knows I've had enough of it. Your obedient servant will let you lead him around by the nose no more. Enough! Black eyes, passionate eyes, coral lips, dimples in cheeks, moonlight whispers, soft modest sides. For all that matter, I wouldn't pay a kopeck. I am not speaking in present company, but of women in general. From the tiniest to the greatest, they are conceited, hypocritical, chattering, odious, deceitful from top to toe, vain, petty, cruel, with a maddening logic, and, in this respect, please excuse my frankness, but one sparrow is with 10 of the aforementioned petticoat philosophers. When one sees such a romantic creature before him, he imagines he is looking upon some holy being, and thence one breath dissolved into a sea of 1,000 charms and delights. But if one listens to the soul, it's nothing but a common crocodile. And the worst of it all, this crocodile imagines it a masterpiece of creation, and it has a monopoly on all the tender passions. And the devil hanging upside down, if there's anything to love about a woman. When she is in love, she does not but complain and shed tears. A man suffers and makes sacrifices. She swings her train about and tries to lead him by the nose. You have the misfortune to be a woman, so naturally you know a woman's nature. Tell me, on your honor, have you ever met a woman who is really true and faithful? Never. Only the old and deformed are truly faithful. It's easier to find a cat with horns or a white woodcock than a faithful woman.
But allow me to ask, who is true and faithful in love? The man, perhaps?
Yes, indeed, ma'am.
The man true and faithful in love? How could you make such a statement, man true and faithful in love? So long as I've gone this far, my husband was the best man I've ever known. I loved him passionately, with all my soul, as only a young, sensible woman may love. I gave him my youth, my happiness, my fortune, my life. I worshipped him like a heathen, and what happened? The best of him betrayed me in every possible way. After his death, I found his desk filled with love letters. When he was alive, he left me alone for months. It is horrible to even think about it. He made love to women in my very presence. He made fun of my feelings. He wasted my money. And even more than that, he is dead and I'm still true to him. I buried myself within these 4 walls, and I shall wear this morning to my grave.
Morning. What on earth do you take me for? As if I didn't know why you wore this black domino and buried yourself within these 4 walls.